Leyte Omnes. When I heard about the hotel conditions for journalists at the Sochi Olympics, I laughed, because I know exactly how it feels to have your hotel room key randomly decide to stop working. At least the water's never been yellow here. Yet, I still remember that at my first convention, I had to drag my suitcase up the stairs because the elevator was naturally broken. After that lovely entrance, I felt awfully scared of this strange event known as Latin Convention. I remember noticing something very unusual as my first day ever of convention progressed. Complete strangers were engaging me in conversations about things that I would hesitate to talk about at home. I confessed my childhood obsession with Pokemon, and I was invited into a large circle to discuss it in depth. Then it hit me. What was so wonderfully odd about this place? There was no social hierarchy. Football players pretended to cast spells in wand duels, with kids clutching well-worn copies of J.R.R. Tolkien's books. Girls with Prada bags tossed them aside to play intense games of euchre. Somehow, this hotel erased all the atrocious boundaries that high school had embedded into our brains, leaving us liberated, able to be ourselves and not who we were expected to be. Latin Convention was its own kind of fantasy world, my own personal Hogwarts, and one that we all were free to inhabit. Something zinged into place in my head. I felt completely at home, all of my normal anxiety and school-inspired embarrassment utterly vanquished. As I know you're aware of by now, this year's convention theme is Everything Changes, Nothing Perishes. Quite an appropriate theme for a graduating senior like myself. But at this scary time in my life where everything around me is changing, all I can do is remind myself that nothing truly perishes. The memories I've formed as an OJCLer will remain with me for the rest of my life. Literally. I mean, this Ohio-shaped scar I got when I fell at UNLV is probably never going to go away. But less physical memories are just as much a part of me as this scar. Whether it's the images of exuberant faces debating with me on who's going to win the Iron Throne, obviously Daenerys, or feeling like Scooby-Doo characters with the board while trying to unmask the Ohio Latin shoutouts admin, I know my days of being an OJCLer can never truly perish from my mind. And now it's time for me to move on. Thank you to everyone who made my Junior Classical League experience so incredible. Thank you to my Westlake delegation for being so supportive, especially my sister Katarina. I love you. Congrats on your 3 first place job. Okay. And also the local board, Evan, Charlie, Michelle, Ryan, Becky, and Vishal. You guys are great. Thank you to Mrs. Patton for encouraging me to get more involved. Thank you to the state chairs and everyone else who dedicate so much time each year to making sure convention runs smoothly. Thank you to my friends at Shaker for practically adopting me. Thank you to the tight-knit Ohio family at Nationals this year for being the coolest people I've ever met, and to all the other amazing people that I've met through JCL the past few years. And possibly most importantly, thank you to all these people sitting on stage with me right now. You are all such intelligent, caring, talented people, and I can't wait to see where you end up in life. You made this year and this convention the best one yet for me, and I can't even express in words how much you mean to me. Basically, what I'm trying to say can be summed up by quoting the song from The Breakfast Club. Don't you forget about me, because I really won't forget about any of you guys. I think Olaf from Frozen put it best when he said, "Some people are worth melting for." I love you all.